All right, let's cut right to the chase. The entire foundation of how we've been building AI systems is starting to crack. Retrieval-Augmented Generation, RAG, the thing we all thought was the answer, it's officially becoming a bottleneck. For any task that requires deep reasoning, the standard RAG architecture is dying.
So yeah, let's just ask the question out loud. Is RAG already legacy tech? You know, the very tool we all reached for to stop hallucinations and ground our models in reality. Is it now the very thing holding us back? The evidence is piling up. And for complex, multi-step reasoning, the answer is a hard yes.
And this gets us to what I call the RAG paradox. The whole point was to give LLMs more facts, right? To give them more context. But the way we've been doing it, the naive way, it actually introduces these subtle, catastrophic failure modes. It turns out that just throwing more retrieved data at your model doesn't just not help, it can actually poison the well and make your answers worse.
Now, to be super clear, I'm talking about what we call naive RAG. You know the drill. It's the standard chunk, embed, retrieve pipeline that's in every tutorial. You take your docs, you slice them up into little pieces, you create vector embeddings, and then you just stuff the most similar-looking chunks into the prompt. It's simple, sure. It works for a basic Q&A bot. But when the reasoning gets serious, this whole approach just completely falls apart.
And here is where it all starts to crumble. The moment you arbitrarily chop up a document, you create what's called semantic fragmentation. You're literally severing the logical threads of an argument. The premise might land in chunk 7, but the conclusion it connects to is all the way over in chunk 23. Your retriever might grab the first part, but without the second, the LLM is flying blind. It's reasoning with half the story, which leads to those answers that sound super confident but are just dead wrong.
But that's just the tip of the iceberg. This fragmentation problem scales up and reveals a much deeper, much more fundamental flaw. And it's not just a RAG problem. It hits anyone trying to solve this by just using a massive context window. This is a flaw in the very way these models pay attention.
And researchers have a perfect name for it: lost in the middle. It turns out LLMs don't read a prompt like a machine. They read it like a bored student. They pay a ton of attention to the stuff at the very beginning, that's primacy bias, and the stuff at the very end, that's recency bias. But that huge ocean of text in the middle, it might as well be invisible. The model's attention just drops off a cliff.
And we're not talking about a small dip here. Work out of Stanford put a number on this, and it is absolutely brutal. Performance can drop by over 30%. Let that sink in. A 1 in 3 chance of failure simply based on where the answer is located in the context you gave it. That's not a bug. That's a system-level vulnerability that makes reliable, deep reasoning impossible. So the obvious next thought is, okay, fine, I'll just use a 1 million token context window. But that brute force approach has some incredibly painful hidden costs. Your time to first token can skyrocket into minutes. The cost explodes. We're talking over 1,000 times more expensive than a targeted query. Your GPU's memory just taps out because the KV cache becomes this massive bottleneck. And worst of all, you're still a victim of that U-shaped performance curve, where adding more context actually makes the model less precise. It's a total dead end.
So this forces us toward a completely new paradigm. It requires a fundamental shift in our thinking. We have to stop being passive information retrievers and start becoming active context engineers. And the name for this new paradigm is context folding. The keyword here is agentic. We are giving the model agency. We're giving it the power to actively manage its own context. The context window is no longer the static, messy bucket of text. It becomes a dynamic workspace that the model itself can organize, branch for subtasks, and compress on the fly. And this analogy just nails it. The old RAG way is like a bucket. You just dump all your retrieved chunks in there and pray the model finds the needle in the haystack. Context folding, on the other hand, treats the context like a CPU register. It's a small, incredibly fast, high-signal space where you load only the exact piece of information you need for the current step in the reasoning process. It's the difference between brute force and surgical precision. All right, so enough theory. Let's get into the mechanics. How does this actually work under the hood? Well, the core engine behind it is a really elegant process called branch and return. It's how the model breaks down huge problems and delegates work to itself. It's a simple 4-step loop. First, the agent hits a subproblem and decides to branch off, creating a temporary, isolated context just for that task. Second, it executes the task in there, maybe reading a super long PDF or searching a website. This keeps the noise out of the main reasoning thread. Third, once it's done, it generates a quick, concise summary of the result and returns it. And finally, this is the magic part,
It folds away all that messy intermediate work, collapsing the entire subtask down to just its final summary. Think about it. A 100-page document isn't one task, it's 100 small tasks. This lets the agent tackle each one, summarize it, and keep its main workspace perfectly clean.
And you can see exactly how clean this is. Look at that main reasoning thread on the left. It's a straight line. When it needs to dig into something complex, boom, it spawns a subtask, gets the answer, and folds the result right back into the main thread. All the messy details of the subtask just vanish. This is how you avoid the context rot that completely destroys long-running RAG agents.
So let's put these two architectures head-to-head in a proper face-off. Because if you're an architect or an engineer, you have to understand these trade-offs to build anything that actually works at scale.
And this table just lays it all out. Naive RAG is stochastic. It's based on probability, a guessing game. Folding is deterministic. It's algorithmic. Look at the scaling law. This is the killer. RAG accuracy decays as you add more context. Folding's accuracy stays stable. RAG is a sitting duck for the lost-in-the-middle problem. Folding mitigates it by its very design. So what's the catch? Well, yeah, system complexity. RAG is easy to get started with. But if you need deep, reliable reasoning, there is no contest. Context folding is just architecturally superior.
So what does all this mean? It means we are at a major inflection point. We are watching the architecture of AI shift in real time, from simple information lookup to truly complex agentic reasoning.
And this quote just says it all. The era of brute force context is over. The days of solving problems by just making the context window bigger and bigger are done. We are now in the era of engineered context, where the smartest system isn't the one that can read the most, but the one that can manage information the best.
And that really leaves us with one final, critical question you have to ask yourself about the systems you're building. Are you just retrieving knowledge? Or are you building a system that can truly reason with it? Because that is the difference between building yet another chatbot and building a genuinely intelligent agent that can solve real-world problems.